Yo, what's good? Welcome back. Yeah, it's October 7th. I haven't shot a video in like 427 minutes. So anyway, I'm going to try to do one today. I don't even remember the last one I did. I think it was wrapping up wheat. So that was a couple months ago. So we're going to do another one. I was going to do one of loading hogs. The hogs are gone. They're up to butcher now. I was going to do one of that one. And I got half of the video, well, not me, even the start of the video done, and it was an absolute nightmare getting, there was one of the hogs I couldn't get in the trailer. I was like, I'm not even doing a video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the header off this E3. So I'll just do a video taking that one off. Because if I did a video taking that one off and putting the corn header on, the video it'd be like a documentary of how long this takes. So just gonna do that. I'm gonna pull it out and take it off. I got the stand for it over there. So we'll see how it goes. It actually was not bad getting this one on, so please, I don't want any more problems this week. Okay, first step, always read this refresher. Somewhere in this book tells me the steps to remove the header. So that's what we're gonna do. Once I remind myself exactly, I know what you have to do, but there's an order, and I can't remember if it's top to bottom or bottom to top. It'll make sense in the next clip. Also, I think the only tool I'm gonna need is this. I think. We'll see. Okay, I lied. It is, oh, well, it's bottom to top, figure that out. But I gotta take his chain off. I'm gonna take his chain off first. This drive chain for the header, yeah. For the bean header, I'm gonna take this one off. I'm gonna do that first, and then we'll go ahead and take the rest of the header off. Got it. Alright, so first thing I gotta do is I gotta get this lined up on this. So get it square onto that, and we can drop pins down. See, as I said in other videos, this is 1968, so it doesn't have anything quick attached. There's no such thing as any quick attach. Well, that's not true. This hydraulic line there to raise and lower the reel is quick attach. That's it. Anyway, that pin down there in the bottom, that orangish pin, I got those. It was hard to film it. You wouldn't have been able to see anything anyway. These are the same thing, except instead of pushing up and in, or in and up, I push in and down on these. I got to drop the header weight real quick. I'm going to drop the header on the stand. I release the weight on that, and then I'll do those. That I can show you. All right. So I'm sure about 50 years ago, these pushed right in and then came right out. But that is probably not going to be the case today. Okay, I don't know if you could see that or if my elbow was in the way, but I pushed it in and then out. If you could tell, so there's a hook in here. This hook is on the header. So in perfect world, where everything's perfectly level and straight, you drive the combine straight on the hook, push that in, it comes up. I don't know if you could tell, but the header shifted forward just a little bit, like this, when I push that in, because of the way the stand is, the header kind of pushes forward. So when I hook this header back up, what I do is I take a loader tractor with the forks underneath and I pick up a little bit, and that gets that up far enough to do that. You do the opposite taking off as you put on. So when you put on, you do the bottom ones first, lock those in. Then you would essentially lift this up and lock those in. But yeah, so that's the gist. I'm gonna go do that on the other side. Above the camera. Okay, so remember what I said about the loader tractor? I'm gonna have to do that now because that's just gonna pull that tight. I'll be right back. Maybe that did it. Okay. That'll work. No, not really. Okay, I knocked the camera over, but I used a screwdriver and I think banged that pin in a little bit. Once I get the header off, I can put that pin where I want it and I'll show you. Now, ideally, what I'm going to be able to do here is start this thing up and just back straight up off the head. Oh, let's hope it works. See that it came off. It slipped off the son of a bitch, I forgot to unhook that hydraulic line. All right, well, it's off. Okay, well, on top of me ripping the hydraulic line off, when I pulled the tractor back, it just like tipped forward. So now I'm going to try to use the tractor to get it back up on the stands. Because if it doesn't go on those stands, I don't get it hooked up. So, fun times. Okay, I pretty much got it on there. It's about how it's supposed to be. I mean, it's supposed to be tilted back a little bit. It's actually balanced on there now. I can kind of move it. But my old man's coming over. I got to actually scoot it up on this a little bit, but the teeth are catching on the cutter bar, so I gotta have him. I'm gonna lift up on it like that. Like I said, it's balanced all right, I guess. Anyway, and then he's gonna reel out of the way for. Oh no, okay, I almost tipped it off. I'm just gonna wait till he gets here, and we'll have him push it forward while I lift up, and then we'll be good. All right, well, I got the hose back on, went to Harbor Freight. Got my tarp to cover that header up. I'm supposed to leave for work in like 3 minutes, and I'm feeding these hogs. So hello. Well, it's been like a week since the last clip. I did replace that hose that I ripped off. Short version of this absolute cluster the last week. As soon as I did that, something went wrong with my power steering. Spent a week trying to diagnose it. 99.99% certain there's a restriction in this hydraulic and these valves. This is the control center for the hydraulics there. So, moment of silence. We're getting rid of E3. I got somebody coming tomorrow to pick it up. I put it up on Facebook Marketplace for a very reasonable price. Everything else on this thing works great. The header's going, corn header's going. I've got to figure out how to do that. I got something in the works for a replacement, the E. That's getting parted out. I got a guy in Jersey wants the hydraulic pump off of it for a different project. That's I don't think it's combines, for something else. So anyway, gonna get that to him. This is gonna go to a guy down the road, pretty local guy. And I'm gonna work on something else, which means the corn that I'm getting ready to pick today, Old Faithful. So we're not gonna have any shell corn this year. But anyway, that'll be my next video. I'm going to start filming that here as soon as I get done this. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment what you want to see, make fun of my junk that breaks down. Literally every video I do, there's something wrong. Yeah, hopefully that's the goal with this potential next piece of equipment, is get something costs a little bit more money but doesn't break down all the time. All right, well, until next time, deuces.